Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Jurassic Park Hunter Legends. So this week we are going on a little expedition back on Isla Poco to try and see if we can find the waterfall on this map. Tormer was one who suggested we take a look and try to find it. It's towards the center of the map. It seems like I'm using the correct version of the map because, like, the remastered maps had a few different versions. One I think was the with animated vegetation, and the other was without. I think this is the non-animated vegetation one, so we're going to try going and see what we can find there. I do want to see what we've got available for points, because we could do the rifle. I don't want to go after squeakers, because I feel like that's just going kind of like a... I could try this, go for a lot of the herbivores to try to build up points that way. Because we are still trying to grind up some points. We're getting to the kind of on the verge of going after Stratosaurus. I think we could use a little bit more time after Velociraptors as well. Actually, could I? I'm still a little off on the Raptors. So you know what? We will just do something like this. The first three dinos, these three weapons, just overkill almost, and make this hopefully very heavy hunt for a lot of things we can bring back. Everything looks good, so we'll hop into a brand new hunt. Okay, we're all loaded in here, and, I mean, just loading in, I heard... Oh, you're what I heard. Now, having ambient animals that make the big thundering footsteps can really throw you off a little bit. Okay, so, if we want to go towards the center of the island, it's definitely going to be to the west from here. Yeah, it looks like there's almost like a canal that goes right up, or maybe it's a river flowing right out to the ocean. But either way, you can kind of see that central, like, river right in the very heart of the map. That's what we want to try going towards. So we'll make that our first objective, and maybe our luck will be like in the Hunter last week, where if you have a certain goal in mind, and it's not hunting dinosaurs, or your, like, hunting roster, everything will suddenly be around you and give you so many opportunities. I think that's actually how it's been working a lot for carnivores. Carnivores Plus, when I was on... the Gulf of Katura, we had that. I don't know what the hell that is, though. Maybe an ankylosaur or a stegosaur? Oh. Stegosaur. I mean, that seems to be the case. Don't actually try going after specific animals, just go after something like a site or tourist spot on the map, and Okay, I think that's him circling. Yeah, that's him because he's scared of us. Okay. It sounded quite a bit different than I was expecting, so that does make sense now. I do have the rifle, I just don't know how good of a shot it would be. Oh, apparently very good for our first one. Okay, that was just the Crethosaur running off. I gotta be very careful. Like, even if we don't have the carnivores selected, they are on the roster, so they could be problematic. I do just want to be careful about what is ambient sounds and what's actually like a dinosaur noise. Gallimimus, Compy, Packy. Okay, nothing, so we're good to keep going towards the west. And it looks like we're going to have to trek through a lot of difficult terrain, because the stego is actually kind of leading us in the way to where we want to go off to. Oh, what's that down there? Oh, maybe just like a little butterfly or something? Yeah, just like a little butterfly or a moth. Even has a little bit of animation to the wings, too. Okay, well, God, that's one thing that playing this game might spook you a bit, is because of hearing, like, the T-Rex noises and that. Carnivores, whenever you hear noises like that, it puts you a little more on edge because you're worried something's going to come get you. Oh, I know that little cry, though. We got an ankylosaur not too far away. Oh, definitely not too far away, because I can hear, like, the footsteps from him. Yeah, there he is. You can just kind of see him blending in a bit, but The wind's not super in our favor, however... I wonder if I should try... I'm not sure how close I can get, and I don't really see a good, like, a chance of the mortal zone, so maybe we'll use... Try the hunting shotgun. Yeah, that spooked him. There we go. Yeah, man, Kylo, best thing to do is probably aim for the mid-belly here. Like, try going towards this area here, because of the stomach that's a mortal zone. The eye, I think you could try for, but I don't know if you'd be... Like, which one's larger? I feel like the belly one's a bit easier to try hitting. Okay, I think that was just an ambient call. But I mean, again, it's paying off. We're not actually trying to go for the dinosaurs. They're all in our way to what we're aiming for. It seems like the desire sensor in this game means don't desire the dinosaurs. Here's a helping... Here is a heaping helping of them. Alliteration can sometimes tongue twist you, man. Okay, but everything's still pretty quiet. I'm not even going to try calling. Like, we've been getting so lucky with them. I'm just going to keep walking and see what comes up. Although that one... I think it was ambience, but it reminded me a lot of the squeakers, so... That's a new one. Oh, Jesus. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Another one taken down, but... Like... Was he always there and I was just completely blind to him? Like, holy... God, the ambients are more scary than the actual animals. But man, like... Yeah, that's the only lesson I can give you guys. Don't try hunting. Just go for a walk and then everything will be here for you. That's already 2 stegos and an ankylosaur. The only thing we haven't gotten from our roster is a parasaur, but I mean, the hunt is still pretty early. And even as easy as that seems, I still want to keep the sensitivity like this. It feels a lot like less stressful and frustrating to try and go after things. Like, you've seen the animals do still pick us up and try running around. It's mostly the terrain that I think is providing troubles for them because of their, like, pathfinding. But on other maps where you don't have that, I think it'd be very, very frustrating trying to get some of these hunts done. I mean, you guys saw how many times I would think I'm close to the animals and completely off, or things like that. I'll create the sword right here. So I think if there is the waterfall, it's going to be directly west of us, because there's almost like... Well, it's kind of hard to see on the map, but there's like that little thin line of sorts. And I feel like that is kind of what might be like the cliff face or the difference between... It is. There's the waterfall. That has to be what Tormer was talking about in the comments from a few weeks back. I usually try to be a lot more punctual and try to only record the videos like the day after they've gone live, so any comments I can incorporate them, but holidays and stuff that kind of came up, I had to push a few things ahead and, I mean, even slide a few things back, so it wasn't quite as punctual that time, and I gotta apologize. Ooh. Actually, I kind of hope that pterosaur comes back around, because that was a bit of a nice view. Just having him, like, flying over near the waterfall there. Actually, how is... there's a way to hide the... That's it, caps lock. There's a way to hide the UI, so I'll probably see if maybe if we can just kind of get by again. See if we can just kind of enjoy a little bit of serenity there. And my luck, it's not coming back anymore, is it? It's like freaking Bigfoot. Oh, I gotta get a picture of this. Okay, I got my camera. It's gone. Yeah, no, they're not going to play. No. I don't know if that was ambience or a parasaur, to be honest. Well, with that done, I don't know. Not sure where to go next, really. I'll keep the shotgun out, I suppose, because I've been stumbling across them just randomly. So you'll go around to the far side of here. And then try going north and go up top of the waterfall. Oh, just a Gallimimus, Compy. No, I think there might actually be something over here. And the rifle's been doing very good so far. It's actually outperformed the hunting shotgun because the Ankylosaur took 2 shots. And I've gotten 2 Stegos with just the 1. Yeah, there's something over here. It could just be a Cretasaur, but we'll have to get closer to see. But yeah, I gotta give props to Tormer. I don't know how you managed to include a waterfall into carnivores, but you found a way with its engine in that. That's actually something interesting to talk about, because there's like a philosophical idea that the more limitations that you actually put in place on something, the more creative you can be with it. And the reason is because your mind is trying to take those limitations and looking to surpass and go around them. Oh, jeez. Okay, it is just Cretasaur. And that's something like... A prime example is like for... when people were developing games for the Nintendo 64. I know we're going way back in time here, but it's still a good example. Because of how limited space was on cartridges for the console, people had to come up with ways of almost like reusing and altering assets to make things fit. Like, one of the examples that I remember from a YouTube video was the Banjo-Kazooie game, and they'd actually just, like, alter the pitches or tones or things to certain sound files and try to mix it up a little bit like that in order to create really diverse and different sounding things, but all just use that same one audio file with a slight modification to it. So that way it wasn't more stuff you had to put in. And I feel like that might actually be something where maybe we need to bring limitations back in some ways. Like, look at carnivores. Tormer here. The engine seems as limited as it is, but he was able to include the waterfall and, like, even animated vegetation. It seems like because adversity kind of spawns ingenuity and adaptation, it kind of helps go hand in hand to making you have to think harder and come up with ideas more. It's, again, ingenious, really. That's why I have to sing the praises of the Carnivores modder so much, because you're working with an engine that there's probably all kinds of limitations and things you have to work against that it just can't be done in an older style game engine like this, but where there's a will, there's a way. Oh, there you are. I knew I was hearing you somewhere. Shotgun or bow? I think shotgun. Yeah, shotgun was the right call. 2 Ankies, 2 Stegos. Not too shabby at all. Okay, so right, we're definitely up above the waterfall now, so I'm going to work our way back towards kind of that river that goes through it. See if we can follow that for a little bit of a ways and get a few more animals. And then I'm not sure, like, I still think I've probably got quite a while with the current Carnivore series, but I know people, it's kind of funny. There are these other Carnivore series for you to check out. Yeah, but I don't want to super load the channel on Carnivores. I'm not trying to be exclusively Carnivores. That's the thing about the channel. I want to keep some variety so it avoids burnout from myself and also from you guys, too. So that's why I have little spacings here and there between all of the series. No, just on the Cretasaur. Okay, you guys are almost... They're basically like mimics for actual dinosaurs that you can hunt. Oh, hello. Way up there. Yeah, I can just see the back of them. There's the head. Yeah, I do not think I have a clean enough shot from here, but I could get the rifle out. And we... Oh, okay, we may be getting a good shot there. Yep. Honestly, seems like the longer you have the weapon out, the more sway there is and the more mistake you can make. It's almost only take it out when you're ready to take that shot. It's weird, but it's working. That's just like Carnivores Plus. I was shotgun sniping in that, and it seemed like there's almost like a period where after the weapon's been out for a while, the sway and things are a lot more against you than if you just kind of act fast with it. Oh, that's just you snoozing. But that's actually our full roster right now. I also apologize if I am, like, really scratching around my lips or that. One of the problems with my facial hair is that it curls pretty easily, so in much as, like, it might curl up, it prefers to curl down and either into my lips or right against them, so it's almost, like, itching more often. Definitely gotta try trimming that a little bit. And probably down here a bit as well, but I don't know, I kind of like the look of the facial hair for myself. One of the things I wanted to almost try doing was mimicking, like, my Monster Hunter Iceborne character. Try to get the full around here and then up along the sides. My problem is, my hair, it is bizarre. It'll grow, like, yeah, over here. It'll grow in, like, one little patch here, but the other side, it grows around that patch. It's like the two just disagreed on what they were going to do. And it always is like that. Like, if I want to... Actually, I could even go by video and go back a month or two and see how long does it take to grow out my hair to this. That's actually a neat little thing I never considered doing videos, is you can actually really see, like, the difference between yourself and timing. But yeah, I'll definitely have to try doing a little bit of trimming or just... maybe even have to style the hair a bit. Something I've never done is, like, use a little bit of styling gel just to mat it down or comb it out of the way or something. Is it kind of weird to talk about in that hunting game? Perhaps, but where else am I going to talk about it, really? And it gives us a little something to chat about and see as we go about. I've always kind of found, for me, the look that I felt kind of fit with how my facial features are is, like, if you guys have ever seen like, The Thing or whenever they depict, like, Arctic researchers or something like that, they sort of have, like, a bit of scruff in that to them. For some reason, that just always seemed like a look that fit me pretty easily. Don't know why, it just all kind of fit with everything else to me. I kind of like my hair a little longer, like this length that I have right now is probably my favorite length for it. I don't like it too short, but, I mean, sometimes it's just... oh. Saves a lot of trouble to have it shorter. I guess I gotta put that little conversation to the side for now with whatever's up ahead. Probably just another Cretosaur. Those things are... they'll trick you very easily. Yep. You guys didn't see a thing. You guys saw nothing. Oh, wait. I have tranquilizers on. I don't have to say nothing. We didn't murder them. We just put them to snooze. No, we don't have to hear them stomping around anymore. I mean, truth be told, if I really wanted to, I could probably just practice my aim going after these guys. Yeah, spook you off. But yeah, anyway, for hair, I usually just cut it super short just because it's so convenient not having to do anything with it for, like, weeks at a time until it grows out again. So actually, I'm probably getting close. Well, probably got a little while longer before I'll trim my hair down to something else, but for right now, I think it's a good look for me. Again, maybe a little long down here, but I think that's also because I don't have much growing up right around here. Again, my facial hair is going to grow in weird, unless you're... I think just everybody's going to have it weird. You almost have to leave it for a very long time, then only trim it once you have enough where you want it, and cut off the unwanted. That's at least how it's working for me. Oh, you're still making noise? Wait a minute, you actually... did you take... we have an ambient animal that has a mortal zone, I think. It does. Wow. I never knew that. The Cretosaurs actually have a mortal zone on them. Pachycephalosaur, too. That's... interesting bit of trivia I never realized. Oh, jeez. I hate when we're right under where the ambient's going to kind of sound out from, but that's an interesting bit of trivia to find out, is that even the ambients have mortal zones to them. We got the Cretosaur on the head with the bow. It was one hit. 2 hits to the body. Packy took 1 hit to the body and still running. So that's, again, really surprised at all the stuff you can learn and include in a carnivores game, or mod. That's a shame we don't have more of modern carnivores. Dinosaur Hunter Reborn was a chance, but there wasn't enough content to her. I think with some more dinosaurs, definitely more maps, it would have been much better received. No. Oh, just a Pteranodon and a Cretosaur. But, I mean, Prehistoric Hunt, I do probably have to do some more follow-up videos. I'm just watching along for as its development continues. And because of how close it kind of is to carnivores, I don't want to, again, overload the channel too much. Oh, hello. You know what? Maybe we'll try for a long shot. I've always been kind of keeping medium range with what we've been using. And that Ankylosaur is presenting a very open target, so we'll see. Oh, no, wrong one. Yeah. If you're going to go take a shot on a dinosaur, try to do it, like, almost immediately after the weapon's out. It seems like, for some reason, you're the most accurate possible just as soon as the weapon's ready. I think we can try with this guy. Nope, maybe not. Oh, wow. Did you take two? What the? There we go. Stop stomping around. Okay, so we'll try for one more animal. Yeah, Cretosaurs, I don't think we're actually going to get anything from them. That actually might be a funny little thing that, if they were to include, is you get 1 point from an amphibian animal. Just one. There's no way to increase it. It's only one. We'll try to find something else. And then we'll end this hunt here, because I do think that's actually a fair amount of points that we'll be able to claim back from this. 2 Stegos, 3 or 4 Ankylosaurs now. I think maybe only 3, but I could be mistaken. As you can tell, I've been trying to talk about an assortment of things, so I can't say my memory is super holding through this. I'll try for just one more animal. I may even try calling it in to see. It also does seem, too, like calling is definitely a double-edged sword, where as long as you can call it into an area where you have your shooting range, you should be good. But if you don't have your, like, a good... I shouldn't call it a shooting range, but more like a shooting line. Because, like, say I called something in and it's all the way through the trees. I have to wait for it to really get out of the trees if I want to get a nice, clean shot on it. Whereas if I just kind of, like, leave it and roam up towards it, I might have better luck making my own line, my own shooting lane. Just kind of random stuff. Again, I'm just trying to kill a bit of time as we look at winding this down. Actually, we might not get anything. We'll have to see. Nothing back from that one. Nothing back from that one. Yeah, nothing back from that one. And with us kind of up at the corner here, we'll head back so the episode doesn't take too long. But overall, I think a very nice hunt and a good little chat between you guys and myself. A little way of just more insight to me, I guess. Okay, so we're back in the hunt menu, and we are up to 594, which isn't too bad. I mean, we actually... Ooh, that might be next week's episode. We might take down the Ceratosaurus on Isla Poco, or even just try to get a little bit more experience on the raptors on it, too. Oh, we even have Isla Nublar unlocked. So yeah, we've got a little bit more to go on Jurassic Park Hunter Legends. I know there's a ton of DLC, but I think it's, again, another one of those, I don't want to stay on one series for quite too long, and with like 95 different DLC dinosaurs, we probably will be able to come back and forth from Jurassic Park Hunter Legends pretty often with what's available. But for now, we'll leave this episode right here. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Jurassic Park Hunter Legends. If you do like the series, be sure to give the video a like, and if you have any comments, tips, tricks, or requests, be sure to leave them in the comments right down below. Until I see you all next episode, though, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.